for me, this team will go places, and I can see future Falcons here. Many of these players will graduate to be the Falcons of Nigeria, representing the senior team.
That's the deputy governor there. You know, when you have a state that actually love women's football, I mean, support, it's wonderful.
Incredible, right? I mean, Edo State this year, they've shown total support for women's football. We saw the Super 4 yes. going down in Edo State. They've been hosting the Falconets for a while now, and it's just amazing. It's incredible. Hopefully, other Gulf states, show that kind of interest in women's football, and the crowd as well that
yes.
turned up to watch that game. That's quite decent. I saw a lot of students in there as well, so I imagine they mobilized these people to show up, and obviously that actually helped them go on to achieve that particular victory as well. So in all, it's been a decent run for the girls, and hopefully against South Africa, they can just, scale that last hurdle and qualify for the World Cup in France next year. You remember Nigeria, they've been to every edition since its inception. So if not qualifying might just be a bit of a shocker.
Yeah, of course, it's going to be like that, but I'm sure they'll qualify. I'm sure
they'll
qualify, yes. Very confident. I mean, this same Falconets, remember they got to the final once? Of course, when you have the likes of Azizat Shola and all of them getting to that final, although they lost to Germany. So, I mean, I think it's a great one. They will definitely beat South Africa, and they will be in France next year.
Wow.
That's the confidence. Okay.
The confidence level is very, very high right now. And we're still talking international football, and we're still talking about states showing support for the different national teams. And the deputy governor of Edo State revealed after that game that they are actually interested in hosting the Super Eagles of Nigeria in future. And Cecilia, I don't know what you think about that. The Eagles going to play in Edo. Right now, it seems like it's Nest of Champions. That's where the
let's just say in hosting, I mean, it may not really be a competitive game. It could just be a friendly game or maybe another game. I mean, but if it's going to be a competitive game, I'm like, maybe they'll have to get. I mean, Super Eagles players don't like playing on synthetic pitch.
Right.
And we know the pitch in Edo State is synthetic. It's not grass.
Okay.
So
that might be a stumbling block.
Exactly, because the reason that they're not playing at Teslim Balogun Stadium, we know that. So they always want to play on natural grass. That's I'm thinking. Okay. Outside that, I think the stadium is okay. But
it's decent,
it's something they want to look forward to. And of course, they can easily have another stadium, because part of the plan is that they said across the geopolitical, across the zones in Edo State, they want to ensure that they have stadiums everywhere. If they can do that, they can easily use one of them. But we know how expensive it is to actually put up a magnificent structure. You can ask Aqua Ibom, they will tell you how much it costs them to have that next to champion. They want to have something like that. They have the land, they can easily have something like that, but we definitely need a lot of support from private sectors and all that to be able to do that. If that's the dream, then they need to plan.
They have to plan, and that's exactly what they're doing right now, because according to the deputy state governor, he says plans are on the way to actually upgrade the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium.
Upgrade this stadium to international standard, because very soon this ground will not only be for Falconets, but will be only for Super Eagles home ground, because Edo State is taking advantage of everything. We are bringing everything to Edo so that the economy will put into this. You can imagine the number of mama puts and the hotel accommodation that took place today. So this is, when we say we are going to expand and open the economy, it's not only by industrialization. This is tourism, and we'll bring the national team. And to do that is to uplift this stadium.
Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Shuaibu revealing plans for the state to host the Super Eagles in future. And I like that. I like the fact that the Super Eagles, okay, it's not a fact here, but I would like it to see the Super Eagles go around the nation and play certain games. I don't think it will be totally out of line. We've seen it elsewhere as well. So in Spain, they take the national team around. So people from all across the country can get to see, you know, the national team play. So if Edo State might be in the running in the future, they need to put that stadium in proper order.
Okay, as I said, okay, upgrade. I mean, they can upgrade and make it better, give it facelift and all that. Yeah. Super Eagles would love to, because I mean, when you say, it depends on Nigeria, it depends on NFF too.
Yeah.
I mean, if they, I mean, when, okay, for instance, I mean, the Edo State governor is saying that, okay, the next Super Eagles game he wants to host, and maybe you're not getting any response from any other governor. You have to do it. That's how they went to Kaduna, Kanu, and all that. They've been across those states already.
Yes.
So remember, at the time, during Keshin's reign and all that, it was all about across river in Calabar, when that stadium was really beautiful, not the way it is right now. So they were hosting games also.
Right.
So it depends on the governor if he's ready to foot the bills, host the players and everything and all that. And with what we've seen with the girls, situation whereby after each game they get to have dinner with the governor, both the away team and all that. I mean, that you always look forward to, you know, that dinner, and you really want to, you know, perform, to always want to enjoy, you know, such largesse, and you know, money flows and everything, and the confidence, you know, the support system and everything. When you have that, who will say no?
Exactly, and the NFF, as we know, will jump at any opportunity, you know, for any of the states to foot the bills in terms of hosting Super Eagles games. Before we go on a break, you can talk to us on social media, on Twitter, channels_sport, and on Facebook, channels-sport. There's a lot to talk about on the show today. You can talk about the ATP World Tour Finals in London. Grigor Dimitrov is going to is going to end the year as world number 3. Do you think he's going to kick on next year and actually go on and win a first Grand Slam title? You can talk to us about that. What do you make of Roger Federer's performance this season? 7 titles he's won. At 36, do you think he can get to 20 Grand Slams? He's on 19 now, Cecilia, and you can't just put it past this guy winning at least one next year, barring injuries.
Yeah, he will get one. I think
he will get one.
Yeah, it could just be Wimbledon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing, incredible stuff, incredible stuff.
All right, we're going to break now. We'll come back, we're talking the Chinese.